the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.
Welcome.
Hello there, I'm Bob and this is Let's Get Retro, and this is Quake 64. Now first of all, if you haven't been there, go to Lawn Boys Post 75's YouTube channel, because, well, I put a Doom video, Doom 64 video up a day or so ago, and he put it up pretty much at the same time, and it's better than my bloody video for a start. And he also managed to, sorry, see if I can fiddle around with this. He also managed to do the first level in Doom 64 a lot quicker than I could. So, check his channel out. He's probably going to be doing a Quake 64 video at some point, because I know he got it as part of a pickup. Dave, if you see this, stop watching the video. And if you are doing well, I'm just curious to see which one of us can do the level fastest, and if you can get all the secrets. It's probably going to be bloody slow when we're doing it. Anyway, this is Quake 64. Came out in 1998. It's Midway Games again. It's sorry, I'm still getting the hang of the controls. It's on the N64, as I mentioned. And a couple of things. Firstly, let's see what's wrong with it right now. Firstly, it's missing about 5 or 6 levels. I mean, it's the N64, in fairness. You know, it's dealing with a memory cartridge, so it's going to be down, you know, a bit. It's missing the intro screen, the welcome to Quake bit, if you like. The bit where you get to pick your level by going through various different arches, and then getting to pick your, you know, your difficulty by going through some arches, and then your level that you want to start on by going through other arches, and then you can do that secret trick where you can get into nightmare level, and everything is impossible. Well, you can't do that with this. You literally have to play the games in a linear fashion, which is a bit of a pain in the old bum bum. Other than that, it's a great port. It's got multiplayer, which I'll get to in a little bit. The feel of the game is very similar to the PC one. It's nice and fast. I mean, the frame rate isn't fantastic, but it's not too bad. The secrets are all there. I can't remember where any of them are. I'll just shoot something. Sound is... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. It doesn't have the 9 Inch Nails / Trent Reznor soundtrack. It's got some ambient stuff, which isn't bad. But it's the reason, by the way, later on during the game, you see the... when you get the nail gun, it doesn't have the NIN little logo that the nail gun in Doom... Or sorry, not in Doom. Jesus. In Quake has. It's because there's no 9 Inch Nails. It's the little the graphics have been altered slightly just so it just you know, gets by that. Oh, it's quad damage. Use my... Yes. You get 4 barrels in once instead of 1, I think. Ah, yes. Shoot the doggy. Shoot the doggy. And now he's pedigree chum. So where was I, other than shooting dogs? Yeah, anyway, I'm just shooting. Yeah, so the controls aren't bad. I mean, the fact that you got an analog stick for this is great. You can configure it. It saves, if I remember rightly. You can invert the stick, and that's in fact, actually, the stick is auto-inverted. Inverting the stick basically actually puts it back to pushing forward looks up and pulling back looks down, which is, of course, the cat-handed way most people play, and it's unfortunately the default these days. Anyone that learned to play, you know, anyone his first 3D game was a flight sim back in the 80s, automatically I think they treat the mouse like the controller of a plane. Yoke, is it? Basically, they pull back to go to look up and push forward to go down. And it's supposed to make sense. You think of it as being your head, and if you pull your head back, you look up, and if you push your head forward, you go down. But it comes down to depending. I think it's some other people think, oh, I should push up to look up and push down to look down. So it's all very confusing. Anyway, this supports both. The controls, you can configure them to suit yourself, and it'll save, and it's all very good. There you go. Ambient music is ambient. Now, where are all the secret levels in this? I have played this level so many times. I actually prefer Quake 1 to Quake 2. I was felt a bit disappointed that they ditched the whole crazy satanic multiple universe Cthulhu whatever it was thing that Quake was doing, and the whole medieval vibe, and then just went with like the Borg like Strogg in Quake 2, and Quake 3 was just like a fucking I don't know, yeah, Quake 3 was just an arena game, and then Quake 4 was I thought Quake 4 was good, but I always missed this whole really weird vibe. You got like, you know, knights and ogres and Cthulhu like tentacle monsters and flying things and zombies that rip parts themselves off and throw them as well at you. I'm quite low on the old health of Roonies there. It's a secret area. Oh, back at the start again. So much for my speed run. Die, Mr. Zombie chap. Oh, didn't notice that area before. It's a glitchy area. It just glitched into life. Oh, I know what area that is, and oh crap. It's that one that's back at the start of the game where you go underneath the bridge. Buggery. Can't get in this way, can I? Oh, crap. Cripes. I've got to go all the way back to the... Yeah, there goes my speed run completely. Yes, Dave, if you're trying to beat this, you can literally just jump up and down on the spot for 5 minutes and then run to the level, and you will beat me quite easily. I think I got all the secrets, though. I do like this level. Oh, don't fall in the water. I always did like the first level of Doom, because it's a nice introduction. Or sorry, not Doom. I was calling Doom Quake, and now I'm calling Quake Doom. And back down the ramp we go. The easy accessibility parts of the Quake map. Wheelchair friendly. I wonder if someone's probably modded a wheelchair into Quake. If they haven't, they should. There we go. Time very long. Kills all them. Secrets. No secrets left on this level. I've got them all. Okay, listen, I'm going to jump ahead a bit, and I'm going to see if I can find a save game to show you folks. So... Okay, it's a good enough place as any to start recording. Yes, it's level 10. Is it level 10 or 12? I forget which. It doesn't really matter. We've got well into Ogre Castle type places now. Those ogres with their crazy grenades. So yeah, there's water effects. A little bit of distortion on it. The way the game plays... I mean, bear in mind this is 1998 and I had a really crappy PC at this point. So it's like playing it with a decent 3DFX card. Well, a Voodoo or a Voodoo 2 3DFX card back then. I know the N64 always reminds me I know it's not being Silicon Graphics or whatever, but it always reminds me of like a late 90s 3D card PC game, which I suppose it is really when you think about it. But yeah, I mean, if you get a super duper PC and super uber, card, you could do the whole GL Quake thing and get it looking much. You could get a 1024x768, which was awesome back then. But this is still, like I said, this is probably better than the average PC person who's probably running it in software mode on their 200 megahertz MMX. So I mean, it's nice. It's got multiplayer, which I'm going to look at in a minute once I die horribly here. But it was a good, like I said, I bought this back. This is my original copy I'm actually playing. This isn't the one that I rebought. But I bought this because my PC... I had Doom, or Quake. If I say Doom, by the way, I mean Quake. And same goes for my Doom reviews. Or I say Quake, I mean Doom. Except where I'm actually talking about Quake, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I bought this because my PC was a bit crappy and I could only play Doom in software mode. So, this was a... and I remember getting Quake and just playing through the whole thing, start to finish, and loving it very much indeed. By my copying game beside where I worked. Oh, I am deaded. But anyway, yeah, this is my. I couldn't afford a new PC, so I just went with this, and it was a great substitute, and it stands up well now. I mean, the only thing is, unlike Doom 64, which is its own game in its own right, this is really at the end of the day like playing it with an N64 controller on a moderate PC from the late 90s. So anyway, let's have a look at the multiplayer. Now I'm going to be playing against myself. So basically, I'm playing with one controller being used with my hands, the other being used with my feet. So okay, let's just pause for a second till I can get them a bit closer together. It's times like these I really wish I had someone else to do the vids with me. Okay, there we go. So the frame rate, the graphics are a little bit try that in English. The graphics aren't quite as good. The quality isn't quite as good. The frame rate drops a bit, but it's playable. It's nice. It's no GoldenEye. I mean, it's basically split screen 2-player. That's it. But it's more than Doom 64 had. And if I remember right, I could be wrong. I don't think the Saturn had. I must do the Saturn port of this actually. I don't think the Saturn had. What's it called? Split screen. Actually, I don't own the Saturn version of this, so I won't be doing it anytime soon. Oh, there I am. There I am. Now, as you can see, the two guys look identical because there's only two of you, and if you see someone moving around, the odds are it's not you. That's got attention. Oh, the armor is definitely helping with this. There we go. Anyway, listen, that's been a quick look at Quake on the N64. I really am getting back into this, 3D games on consoles vibe. I might look at one of the. I think I'll do Exhumed next. Oh, and then Gauntlet 2. I swear, Mr. Wallbag, I will do Gauntlet 2 next on the Amiga. I promise. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks again. Check out Dave Longboy's Post 75 for awesome reviews as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.